Where I should have just sold my bag is when I saw this. I'm going to show you. Hi there, welcome back to my channel. This is a channel where I talk about music production, the gear I use to create my tracks around here, and some general nerdy stuff, also cryptocurrencies. Today I'm going to talk about NFTs, try to give you some pointers on how you can identify red flags in a project. Yours truly have invested in a few NFT projects, and one of those got rug pulled, meaning I lost my I didn't really lose my investments, but what I invested in lost its value completely. What is a rug pull? Well, it's when the crypto so-called developers run away with the investors' funds. This person also get a percentage of each sale shipped to their wallet. Yeah, that's not good, and I just wanted to, like a friend, just tell you the story why I invested in this project, and just give you a few pointers what to look for. So I've been looking into a few NFT projects to invest in, and well, how do I find them? Well, I'm on Discord in a few channels there, so I kind of follow the chat and just lurk around and see what they say. I'm on Twitter, I just follow the talks there. Yeah, I just try to see if people are talking about something, if the people are credible, things like that. So for this particular project, I first saw it from a crypto influencer on, it was TikTok. Yeah, I know. I'm just going to tell the story how it was. So I don't believe him from the get-go. I went to the project's website, looked at the project. It looked credible. The art looked pretty nice, if you tell me. The artist was also named, so I could go into his Instagram, and we could also see that this artist was actually doing work in Hollywood. So he was an artist on delivering graphics on several big movies like Guardians of the Galaxies and things like that. In addition, one of the developers hosted a AMA on Twitch, so you had a face on the person. He was talking a little bit about the project, what they were planning to do. They were planning to make a game that had what was kind of a fighting game, and we were supposed to use the NFTs as a fighting card, and you could also upgrade them. You could get rewards in Ethereum then, and things like that. So it seemed pretty exciting. You had a face on the person, also had a named artist. The artist was on IMDb, the IMDb movie database. So I thought, well, this seems legit. I went into the Discord, took a look there, and there was a lot of people there, and a lot of activity, and yeah, it was hyping up pretty good. So I decided to mint a few of those. I managed to mint 4 NFTs. In the coming days, I was also buying a few of them on OpenSea, so I ended up with 11 of these NFTs. So when the project sold out, it went a few days with trades on OpenSea. It was pretty active in the Discord channel. And this is one thing I recommend you to do when you invest in a NFT project. You have to install Discord, and you have to join the chat channel and just see the mood there. And I can just show you here. So Discord is this thing here, okay? You have kind of channels here, and they are talking about the project, and you just have to kind of see what they talk about. Are they talking about the floor a lot? Are they talking about the project? What are the developers saying? Things like that. Here is where you may see some of the red flags I'm talking about, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that now. You have to go into Discord, or you have to join Twitter for the project. You just have to look at the conversation. So get a feel of the general vibe, first of all. Is it a lot of spam in the Discord? Is it a lot of talk about the floor price? Are there a lot of pumping the project kind of posts? Are a lot of spamming Twitter, spamming influencers with the project link. It's not necessarily a red flag. I understand that some projects, they of course need to get some traction, you need to get it in front of eyes of people. But is that the only thing they are talking about? That was actually what was happening in the project I was in. There was some kind of drama there with some influencers and with a few people that got into the channel. The way the developers handled that drama it wasn't really that good. They tried to, let's see, if you have kids, well, I'm old, and if you have kids, you know, if the kids, I want that thing, I want that thing, I want that thing, okay, and if you say no to the child, try to kind of divert the child instead. And that's the kind of thing they did in this channel. When it was some kind of drama that they, for example, they didn't answer any questions about. I'm going to get back with that, but they didn't answer any questions about the project or the technical things. And instead of answering the questions, they created a giveaway of kind of rare tokens to people to try to get them on that path instead. So that's one of the red flags. If they only talk, at least the developers, if they only talk about the price, if they only talk about the floor price, and you don't hear anything about the actual project, if there is a project that has some kind of roadmap or things they are going to do, like a game, if they don't talk about it at all, and if they don't even answer any of the questions, that's a red flag. When you talk to the developers, in this project I actually talked to the artist that made the images. The artist answered me. I told him I liked the art, and he said, "Oh, thank you." I checked his Instagram, it was legit, and yeah, it seems pretty good. When you ask the founders questions, when you ask them questions like, okay, do you have any development screenshots of the game? Do you have any information about the development? Do you have any information? And you don't get any information. They say, for example, well, 2-3 months. That's maybe a red flag. And another red flag was that the developers asked in the general chat if oops, my light went out, sorry about that. They asked if people had any experience in developing games or for Ethereum or for the blockchain. I think that's a little red flag as well. If you launch a project, haven't you already kind of made a few test games or maybe a concept or something? Proof of concept, can you show the proof of concept? No, you couldn't do that. Okay, so that's a red flag as well. So at this point, I should actually have sold all of my tokens and moved on. I didn't do that, and you can question yourself, why didn't you sell? Well, first of all, the front person of this project had an AMA. He looked pretty young or inexperienced or maybe a little naive. So I am a nice guy. I can kind of get if a guy get a lot of hate from the internet. It's a toxic place out there. I can kind of understand if he doesn't want to interact that much with bad comments, if you will. And again, the artist of the project was a named artist. He was on IMDb, and you could go and look him up. He was contributing to movies from Marvel or whatever it was. So that kind of gave me some kind of reassurance that, well, I think maybe this is a real project. It wasn't, of course, but yeah. Where I should have just sold my bag is when I saw this. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you here. What is a rug pull? Okay. I went to the website and this message came up. It said the website was down your connection is blah 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 blah, and it says 402 payment required. Okay, so what do you do then? Well, you go into Discord, you go into the channel, you kind of ask in the chat here, you know, you just type, hey guys, why is the website down? Okay, and you get an answer. And do you know what the answer was? The answer was the website is under update, the mint is done, and they're going to update the site with some new information, and it's going to take 3 days. And I thought to myself, 3 days? Okay, so if you're a serious project and your website is down and you want people to get into your or you want people to invest in your project, where do you go first? You go to the website, you go to the Twitter, and you see the link to the website, and you click on that, and when you click on that link, oops, you you get this. Okay, how many of you watching this video would invest in this project if you get this message? I guess maybe none, or am I right? And still, when I saw this message, I hold on to my NFTs and I didn't put them on Marketplace to try to get something back from them. This is the point where I got a little bit angry. I said in the chat, okay, look, I mean, to make a splash page or a index site, it takes like 30 minutes and upload it. You can't just say, okay, sorry, the site is down, we are working on the site, but blah blah blah, this is our contact information, this is blah blah blah, and just publish it. I run a few websites from my own home. It's not rocket science. So I asked them, Jace, I told in the chat, why is the site down and why can't you have a splash site up? Well, the answer was, it's up in 3 days. Stop asking. Why don't you? You are annoying. Things like that. This was a huge red flag for me. I still didn't sell my NFTs. It's a little bit naive, I understand that, but I hold on to them. I looked at the chat, and it was a huge show with a lot of spamming, a lot of angry people, and a lot of people demanding answers, things like that. After a while, someone also noticed that the artist who made the graphics for this project, he removed his images from his Instagram profile. That was kind of the nail in the coffin, but I still didn't sell any of my NFTs. I actually contacted the artist on Instagram. I can see here what he said to me. I asked the artist, should you get out of this NFT project? I see you remove the images from your Instagram profile. Take care, man. The art is really nice. I sent this to the artist. And he answered me, I have bought some myself, but I'm off the project after delivering my work of 10,000 images and the teaser trailer. That's basically it. So after this, they still stopped answering questions. They logged off the Discord. There was some community members taking things into their own hands. It took a day or two, and we got the message that the original founder of the project have gone away with the money. So now they're trying to run the project with new owners. I think they're going to copy it to another project, and we'll see how it goes from there. I don't have high hopes for it, but we will see how it goes. That was my story of this project. The project is called Evolved Apes. That was the NFT project, and the new one is called Fight Back Apes. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you have some takeaways from this video, is try to see how the developers answer in the Discord. Do they answer on the questions technically? Do they have good answers? Do they have something to show? Can you try to find their identity, where they work? Are they easy to kind of find on the internet? Also see the general vibe in the general chat. Is it a lot of talk about the floor price? Is it a lot of talk about pumping the project? Is it a lot of talk about spamming Gary Vee on Twitter and other high profile people? Is it the only thing they are talking about? And is that the only thing also the founders are talking about? That's a huge red flag in my opinion. And again, it doesn't mean the only thing, if it doesn't mean it has to be a rug pull, but it's just one of many things. Okay, on other projects I've been, if you look in the channel, the developers don't talk about the price at all. They just they talk about the project itself. They talk about the technical aspects. They talk about what they are going to do. They're talking about the art and just other things instead of the price. And I think that's a good flag. It means that they are interested in the actual project, and I guess that if you say the money, it will come later when the project takes off. So I hope this video was helpful in some way. Have fun investing in crypto projects, and but be careful out there, man. And yeah, I will talk to you in a later video. Take care, and goodbye.